The first question is, this year's CAD and Graphics Conference has attracted many international participants. What are your impressions of the conference and also the research being presented here?
Okay, I think that's a good sign. That's a good thing to be happening for several reasons. These days, research and research breakthroughs happen in network, not in isolation. So it is important, even if the Chinese community in computer graphics is becoming to be the largest in the world, it's important to promote the exchange of points of view between different cultures, because that can only foster new perspectives and new results. So I view the participation of international researchers in this conference as a very positive input to make the conference more valuable for the community as a whole, and I cannot help but encourage the organizers to make more of this happen. So increased international collaboration and participation in the conference as a way to elevate the research both in China, mainland and abroad.
Cool. Okay, thank you. So like the second question, our leading expert in graphics, what do you see as the promising future directions in the field over the past next few years?
So I view that computer graphics can promote something that people in AI are talking a lot about, but they don't know what they're talking about. Many people in artificial intelligence are talking about spatial artificial intelligence, but the problem is that the current generation of transformer evolved GPT, large language models, and stable diffusion apparatus, that's very good at statistically predicting the next token, and but I feel that large language models cannot continue to evolve meaningfully in the direction. It's a diminishing returns game of adding more parameters and expect that you get linear increase in performance with the number of parameters. In fact, it even seems that the performance has been degraded, as we can observe from the recent release of GPT-5, that in certain cases it seemed to have unlearned or gotten worse at certain problems. Namely, in what concerns computer graphics, large language models, they do not have a world model. They don't know what spatial relations are, and they don't know what being on top of or in front of, next to, etc. mean. And computer graphics would be very instrumental in making these things take the next step. And let me tell you what the kind of problems where these real-world problems and real-world situations where this can have greater impact. Autonomous driving. Autonomous driving is a problem where, in my view, AI has hit a wall because the current generation of systems cannot extrapolate beyond the training data. The other one is robot interaction. Same problem. Robots need to have a world model to interact in meaningful way with humans and with each other. And and so these are two of the most important problems. In things that are dear to my research, which is medical applications and digital twins or digital twins of human beings, you need there's where I believe a synergistic combination of machine learning and computer graphics can bring about quantum leaps in making dynamic reconstruction of organs. And for instance, when a surgeon is operating on inside a human patient, they could be used in augmented, they could be helped in augmented reality by matching what the camera sees inside the patient with 3D reconstructions of anatomical structures that change over time and even move. And that's a big unsolved problem where a combination of geometry-based computer graphics and machine learning could provide breakthroughs that we still need.
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe the last question.
Yeah.
So this year marks the 50th anniversary of the Computers and Graphics Journal, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And as the editor-in-chief, could you briefly introduce the journal and its collaboration with the CAD Graphics Conference, and how we can strengthen this collaboration?
Well, Computers and Graphics is 50 years old, but in many ways you can consider it to be a 21st century journal, in the sense that, as I told, the waterfall model, conventional, where people would start developing ideas and gather in communities, in workshops, presenting underdeveloped ideas, and then getting results, presenting these in conferences, maturing these models and submitting to an archival publication, did not work very well. This was typically last century model. What I see the future of scientific and academic publication, that's the kind of journal that Computers and Graphics is to be part of a dynamically evolving dialogue. Let me just explain that a little bit. Now we have realities like archive, where we put technical reports that are not refereed, but many people cite those reports on archive anyway. What I see now happening is in contraposition, in contrast to the waterfall model, it's kind of a iterative cycle model where people gather in communities, they exchange their ideas, they develop new collaborations, they come at results, and now instead of going to conferences and going to journals, they can publish in journals first and get the advantage of the refereed model. And also they get the advantage of exchanging these ideas in conferences. So I see journals, 21st century journals like Computers and Graphics, as being an integral part of this dynamic model of exchanging of ideas and continuous debate. This is the kind of journal that I envisage for the next 50 years.
Great. Okay. So